Hey guys, Wet Movie One back here again for another movie memories video for you guys today, or movie theater memoirs. I don't know what I'm titling this video, to be honest with you, but in this video I'm going to be talking about some memories I have either going to the movie theaters, things that happened at the movie theaters that, happened to me when I was there, or worked at the AMC, when I used to work there back in the day for like a year or whatever it was. And yeah, it's just a video of me chatting about some memories I had going to the theaters, the good, the bad kind of thing. But let me start off with a story or experience I had going to the movies one time back in like it must have been like the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. I don't get me wrong, I don't remember what movie I was seeing at this time. But I went to the movies, and I sat down, was watching the movie, enjoying myself, or whatever it is, just chilling, watching the movie. And it was like an empty theater, maybe like me and like 2 or 3 other people or couples or whatever it was. And I'm just sitting there chilling, watching the movie. And midway through the movie, I start hearing, I'm like, what? This is not the movie. What the hell is going on over here? And I'm looking at the screen. Is there something going on in this movie? I'm like, no. Wait. Then I look down, because I always like sitting towards the back or whatever. And I look down, and there's like this girl, like, riding her boyfriend on one of the chairs. Like, oh. I'm like, oh, okay. They're doing the nasty over here at the movie theater. That's the first and only time that ever happened to me when I go into a theater. But back then I was just like, I felt like, getting like a quarter or something like that, putting it down, saying, hey, I got next, you know what I'm saying? Kind of thing, like, tag me in when you're done, buddy, come on, let's go. But that's something that happened. One of the experiences I had going to the movies and stuff like that, it was just kind of something that happened. I didn't say nothing to nobody, I didn't give a shit. But that's a memory I have going to the theaters. And of course, nowadays when I go to the movies, there's always some asshole on their phone scrolling during the movie and things like that. Like, even this last movie I went to go see, Love Hurts, there was this older dude, like maybe 10 years older than me. I'm old as fuck, but a little bit older than me. And he's sitting there like playing like a video game, like on his phone, like like one of those ones that has like fighter jets or whatever. And he's like shooting the bad guys, pew 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 pew, kind of like Galaga or whatever. And like, okay, maybe he'll stop when the movie starts and the trailer stop or whatever. No. The whole time. Maybe he had like some sort of weird mental problem or something like that. But he was like watching the movie and playing the game at the same time. I'm like, can you at least fucking turn the volume off? Pew 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 pew. And he's like 2 seats away from me. I'm like, god damn! I feel like throwing my drink on his ass. But like I didn't, because I'm semi civilized. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that happens from time to time. Some assholes always on their phones, or some assholes that like bringing their fucking kids to the theater, even though it's not a kids movie that's being played. I don't care about that, but it's just like, if it's a kids movie, I understand if there's gonna be loud noise, kids messing around. Don't bring like a baby. Don't bring like a toddler into the movie where you're gonna take them out every 5 minutes and bring them back, bring them back outside, bring them back in. They start crying again. If they're not old, if they're that young, I know you want to get out and do shit because you have kids, you want to get out. But goddamn, what about everyone else in the theater? Do we have to deal with that shit? Goddamn, dude. Let's talk about some good shit that's happened at a movie theater, because I worked for the AMC for like a year back in the day, and I would see some cool celebrities that would come in there from time to time. I saw Freddie Prinze Jr. Came in there. I also played laser tag with him a couple times. He's kind of an asshole, at least from back in the day he was. From She's All That, and I Know What You Did Last Summer and stuff. I saw him. I always saw Wilder Valderrama from that 70s show. He was cool. I played laser tag with him a couple times as well. There's a laser tagger up and around the corner at the time. And the one that always made me go, the one that I saw once or twice when I was there, that always made me go, hell yes, dude. You know what I mean? Because I used to play laser tag with him as well, but it was him and his kids at the time. He's not going to remember me from that, playing laser tag, because he was just there with his kids, and I just played laser tag with everyone that would play there, and he was just the dad that brought the kids, and he was just sort of always just chilling. Sometimes he would play the game, and sometimes he would just just hang out, where all the video games are and stuff. And that is Sinbad. I used to see Sinbad all the time out here at the Fallbrook Mall back in the day when they had Qzar over there, which is this cool laser tag place. And I'm every time I saw him, I always got a smile on my face. You know what I mean? He was always, because back then he was in everything. He was on TV. He had all these different movies that were out. It was just oh shit, Sinbad, bro, holy fuck. To me, Sinbad's always been cool, and I know he's going through a lot right now. I think he had a stroke or something like that, and hopefully he's doing okay. But he's always been a nice celebrity, in my opinion. That every time I saw him, and he always made me laugh too. So I always have nothing but love and respect for Mr. Sinbad. And another actor that I saw once, maybe twice, when I was working behind the counter at the AMC, selling candy or whatever it was, popcorn and shit, was Chris Owen. Sorry, I'm having an old man brain fart over here. Chris Owen, who we all know as the Shermanator from the American Pie movies, but I know him more from Angus from 1995, where he played Troy Redberg and things like that. But this was back in the day. I guess he was probably going through his emo phase. You know what I mean? I didn't know him outside. I only knew him from the movies that I saw. But the couple of times I did see him, he was all he had his I believe his nails were painted black or whatever kind of color. He was all he was dressed in goth, emo back in the day. And he was he was fine. He wasn't mean or nothing. But it was just kind of oh shit, man, fucking Chris Owen, bro, fucking Angus, hell yeah, kind of thing. And then years later, I got to meet him and Charlie Talbert together outside of this. Outside of the Whiskey A Go Go in Hollywood and stuff, because we went to go see Thomas Ian Nicholas play live. But it was just kind of cool to see him during his emo phase, when I was working there back in the day. But I think that's, I don't know what else I can really say when it comes to working at the theater or movie theater experiences, other than annoying people that just always on their phones or making noise or doing crazy, stupid stuff inside the theater, rowdy kids or whatever. But there was a time, this was back maybe mid-90s, late 90s, where I fractured my leg. I pretty much almost broke my leg at the movie theaters, falling down some fucking stairs. It was just me and my sister or something like that. I don't know what movie we were seeing. And I know it was at the Fallbrook movie theater, and I fell down a couple of stairs and fractured my foot or leg or whatever it was. And I just remember the movie theater manager was just here are all these fucking tickets. You get all these free tickets. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Kind of thing. But other than that, I think that's all I really have for you guys right now for this video, unless I can think of something else that I'm just not remembering right now. Of my movie theater memories or whatever. I know this video is simple. It's just me sort of standing here talking about shit that I remember going to movie theaters or things that happened when I was working at a movie theater. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you can. Thank you so much for supporting, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Ta-ta.